Welcome to Numbers World. Today we are going to solve past papers of ICATs Mathematics contest of year 2022 for grade 7 and 8. But before starting the papers, I suggest that you should listen or read the question and then pause the video. Solve the questions by yourself. After that, go through the explanation and find out the answer. So let's just start the papers. Question number 1. Which of the following would be an appropriate unit to measure sugar for a cookie recipe? So option A is liters. Liters are usually used to measure liquids. Option B is cups. That can be considered as an answer because we have seen many recipes in which the cooks use 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of milk, 2 cups of flour. So we can consider this option. Option C is kilograms. It's a bigger unit. Too much sugar will be added if we use this unit. Option D is pounds. Pounds are usually used in England. In many countries, pounds is not used as a unit of measurement. So option B is the suitable option out of the given ones. So question number 2, Usain Bolt set a world record of 9.58 seconds for the 100-meter dash. White-tailed deer can run at 48 kilometers per hour for short periods. If Mr. Bolt and a white-tailed deer run a 100-meter dash at these speeds, who would win and by how much? The time for Mr. Bolt is already given, that is 9.58 seconds, and deer can run 48 kilometers per hour. But we are going to make units same. To do that, we will convert 48 kilometers into meters, that is equal to 48,000, and there are 3600 seconds in 1 hour. Now we have to find the speeds of both of them, and then we will calculate the time to see that who ran faster, who achieved the target first, and by how much. So the formula of the speed is distance by time. So we will calculate it for Mr. Bolt first. So distance is 100 and time is 9.58 seconds. So the answer is 10.406. It means Mr. Bolt can run 10.406 meters per second and deer can run 13.33 meters per second. The speeds are available. Let's calculate the time. Time for Mr. Bolt is already given, that is 9.58 seconds for 100-meter dash. But we need to calculate the time for deer. The formula of the time is distance by speed. So distance is 100 and speed is calculated over here. So 13.33, that is equal to 7.50 seconds. So we can clearly see that a deer can run 100-meter dash in 7.50 seconds, which is less than Mr. Bolt's time. By how much? To do that, we will subtract the time of deer from the Mr. Bolt's time. So answer is 2.08. So it means deer wins by 2.08 seconds. Question number 3. After getting his wisdom teeth pulled, Matt was prescribed 60 mg of codeine to be taken every 4 hours for 5 days. The pharmacy has 30 mg pills. How many pills should Matt receive when filling the prescription? So the prescribed amount is 60 mg, but pharmacy has 30 mg pill. 2 tablets of 30 mg will make 60 mg. The next instruction is that he has to take pills after every 4 hours. So there are 24 hours in a whole day. So if he takes pills after 4 hours, he will have to take 6 times. He has to take tablets 6 times in a day. So if 2 tablets are taken 6 times, the total number of tablets is 12. So in one day, he will take 12 tablets. And if we count the number of tablets for 5 days, it will be 60. So option B is our answer. Question number 4. Derek is purchasing lunch meat for a classic picnic. There are 300 people attending the picnic. Derek expects that for every 10 people, 11 sandwiches will be eaten, and that 20 pounds of meat will make 90 sandwiches. How much lunch meat should Derek buy? So here, total number of people are 300, and for 10 people, 11 sandwiches are enough. So we are going to divide 300 on 10, so is equal to 30. So 30 multiplied by 11 is equal to 330. It means he needs to make 330 sandwiches for 300 people. Now instruction is 90 sandwiches can be made in 20 pounds of the meat. It means one sandwich can be made in 20 by 90 pounds of the meat. and we want to make 330 sandwiches, so we will multiply the number by the fraction. When you will cut the zeros, divide it on 3, and then multiply or finally simplify the fraction, the answer will be 73 wholes 1 by 3 pounds of the meat. So option A is our answer. He requires this much amount of meat to make 330 sandwiches. Question number 5. If the ninth day of a month is 4 days earlier than Wednesday, what will be the 20th day of the month? 4 days earlier than Wednesday, it means we are talking about Saturday. So ninth is on Saturday. So 9 plus 11 is equal to 20. So you may see that which day is going to be on 20th of the day. So Saturday plus 11 days, it's Wednesday. So 20th is going to be on Wednesday. C is the answer. Number 6, 40% of a number is more than 20% of 650 by 190. Find the number. So first of all, we are going to find 20% of 650, which is equal to 130. I hope that at grade 7 or 8, you know how to solve the percentages. So that's why I have written the answer directly. It's 130. Now we have to make an equation for the given statement. The question is like 8 is more than 3 by 5. So how would you make the equation? You will do like 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. So similarly, we have to make an equation over here. 40% of a number, as we do not know the number, that's why we will represent that number by using x. So 40% of x minus 130 is equal to 190. Now we find out the value of x, we will move all the numbers on the other side of the equal. So when 130 will move on the other side of the equal, it will be added into 190. Then 100 is divided over here. So we will multiply it. And then finally, the answer will be divided by 40. So value of x is equal to 800. So C is our answer. Question number 7. Today is Khatija's birthday. After 1 year, she'll become 2 times as she was 10 years ago. What is the current age of Khatija? So let's suppose her current age is x. After 1 year means x plus 1. That will be equal to 2 times x minus 10, because they said 10 years ago. So we will minus 10 from her current age, which is x. So 2 into x minus 10. Now we are going to solve our equation to find out the value of x, means to find out the value of Khatija's current age. So let's multiply 2 by the values inside the bracket. So x plus 1 will remain as it is, and it will become 2x minus 20, because 2 tens are 20. X will be moved towards one side and the numbers will come on the other side of the equal. So 20 plus 1 is equal to 21 and 2x minus x is equal to x. So it means Khatija's current age is equal to 21. So C is our answer here. Number 8. Mansoorul Haq and Aqib are working on a special assignment. Mansoorul Haq needs 6 hours to type 32 pages on a computer and Aqib needs 5 hours to type 40 pages. If both of them work together on 2 different computers, how much time is needed to type an assignment of 110 pages? So Mansoor can type 32 pages in 6 hours and Aqib can type 40 pages in 5 hours. So the target is 110 pages. We are going to calculate the speed for both the persons. Speed of Mansoor is equal to distance divided by time. We don't have exact distance, but number of pages will work here as distance. So 32 divided by 6 is equal to 5.33. It means Mansoor can type 5.33 pages per hour. And the speed of Aqib is 8. So 8 pages per hour. Now we are going to calculate the time. Time is equal to distance divided by speed. So distance means the target. We have to type 110 pages. So 110 will come as our numerator. And we will add the speeds of both the persons. Time is 110 divided by 13.33. It's equal to 8.25, which we will convert into hours and minutes. So the 8 is before decimal, so it means 8 hours, and there is 0.25. 0.25 is basically quarter, 1 by 4, and 1 by 4 of 60 minutes or 1 by 4 of 1 hour is equal to 15. So 8 hours and 15 minutes will be taken to type 110 pages of the assignment. So option C is our answer. Question number 9. Joyce participated in a dance-a-thon. His team started dancing at 10 a.m. on Friday and stopped at 6 p.m. on Saturday. How many hours did Joyce's team dance? So we are going to count the number of hours between the given time limit. From Friday 10 a.m. to Saturday 10 a.m. there are 24 hours, and from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. there are 8 hours. So 24 plus 8 is equal to 32. It means his team danced for 32 hours. Question number 10. Sherman took his pulse for 10 seconds and counted 11 beats. What is Sherman's pulse rate in beats per minute? So he can count 11 beats in 10 seconds. So there are 60 seconds in a minute. So 10 6 are 60. Similarly, 11 6 are 66. So it means that he can count 66 beats per minute. So C is our answer. Number 11. A father said to his son, I was as old as you are at the present at the time of your birth. If the father's age is 38 years now, the son's age 5 years back was. So the current age of father is 38 years, and 5 years ago he was 33 years old. So we know the minimum age for getting married is 18 years. So if his father got married at the age of 18, so at the age of maybe at the age of 19, his son was born. So we are just making estimate over here. So we can subtract 19 out of 33. So it's 14. It means his son was 14 years old 5 years ago, and currently he is 19 years old. And we may compare other options as well. Like in option A, the son was 33 years old 5 years ago, and his father as well. So both are same. Obviously, it's wrong option. In option D, the son was 38 years old 5 years ago, and his father was 33 years old. So obviously it's wrong because son's age is greater than father's age. So not correct. In option B, if son was 19 years old 5 years ago, so it means his father got married at the age of 13 and he was a father at the age of 14. So completely incorrect. So option C is the perfect option for us because Question number 12. Max goes to the gym every fourth day. Alan's exercise routine is to go every third day. Today is Monday and both Max and Alan are at the gym. What will the day of the week be the next time they are both at the gym? So Max goes at fourth day, Alan goes at third day. Today it's Monday. The first method is that you write the number of days and calculate the answer manually. The second way is that you take the LCM of 3 and 4, the lowest common multiple of both. So it's 12. It means both of them will meet at 12th day from Monday. So after 12 days of Monday, the day that comes is Saturday. So D is our answer. They will meet at 13. Saturday. The average of the marks of 12 students in a class is 36. If the marks of each student are doubled, find the new average. So here we know the formula of the average is sum of the values divided by the number of the values. So average is 36 here. We have to calculate the average for the doubled marks. So we may multiply the both sides of the equal by 2. In this way, automatically the sum of the values is doubled. So average as well. So left hand side will remain as it is, and 36 twos are 72. So it means the average of doubled marks is 72. So option A is our answer here. Question number 14. A total of 300 chocolates were distributed among 120 boys and girls such that each boy received 2 chocolates and each girl have received 3 chocolates. Find the respective number of boys and girls. So there are 300 chocolates. 120 is the number for boys and girls both. Let's divide it into two parts. Let's say that there are 60 girls and 60 boys. So if we multiply or if we give 2 chocolates to each boy, so 62s are, and each girl was given 3 chocolates. So we will multiply 60 by 3 and then see the total. 120 plus 180 is equal to 300. That's perfect. It means option B is our answer. So luckily we got our answer directly, but if such type of question comes and that ratio doesn't work, like 50-50 ratio doesn't work, in that case you can check other options mentally as well, like 70 and 50. So you can assume that 70 is the number for boys and 50 is for the girls. So 72s are 140 and 53s are 150. So 140 plus 150 is equal to 290, which is not equal to 300. So option E is obviously not our option. Similarly, you can do mental math over here to find out the answer. So, but luckily we got our answer already. Question number 15, the average of 20 numbers is 0. Of them, at the most, how many may be greater than 0? So we know the formula of the average is sum of the values divided by number of the values. If average is 0, for surely sum of the values is equal to 0, because we know in fractions, if numerator is 0, the answer will be 0. If denominator is 0, the answer will be infinite. So here average is 0, it means sum of the values is 0. So out of 20 numbers, maximum 19 numbers can be positive and one number can be negative. But that negative number can be big enough to balance the sum of the first 19 numbers. And the answer can be 0 in that case. For example, if the sum of the first 19 numbers is equal to 54, and the last number itself is 54 with a negative. So 54 minus 54 will be equal to 0. So it will balance the number sum. So here, out of 20 numbers, maximum 19 numbers can be positive and 1 can be negative. So question number 16. In a class of 100 students, 50 students passed in mathematics and 70 passed in English. 5 students failed in both mathematics and English. How many students were passed in both the subjects? So there were 100 students, out of them 50 were passed in maths and 70 were passed in English. 5 students were failed in both the subjects, so we can count the number of passed students by subtracting the number of failed students out of total. So that is equal to 95. If we make an equation over here, the number of passed students is equal to number of the students who were passed in mathematics or passed in English. The equation will be like this. But here you can see the left-hand side is not equal to right-hand side. 50 plus 70 is equal to 120, which is exceeding 95. The reason is there is a repetition of student count. Maybe the students who were passed in mathematics are passed in English, or the students who were passed in English are passed in mathematics as well. So that's why we are going to subtract the students who were passed in both subjects to avoid the repetition of the student count. So we will put the values in the given equation. The passed student is 95, and the students who were passed in mathematics 50, were passed in English 70, and we do not know how many students were passed into both subjects. So we will solve it by moving it to the left side of the equation, and then all the values are on the right side of the equation. After solving it, the answer is 25. So we will it means that 25 students were passed in both the subjects, English and math. So D is our answer here. Question number 17, find the value of x if x is equal to 2 plus 2 minus 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 2. So here we will apply the rule of Dumas, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So we will solve division first. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. Now we will solve multiplication. So 2 ones are 2. After multiplication, addition comes. So out of plus or minus, we will add the numbers. We will plus the numbers. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then at last, we will subtract the numbers. So x is equal to 2. C is our answer. Question number 18. In a town of population 100,000, 20% have internet connection, and those who have internet connection, 15% use PTCL internet service. How many people have internet service other than PTCL? Find out 20% of 100,000. 20% of 100,000 will be 20,000. You can just cancel the zeros and multiply and do the process. So it's 20,000. Now, out of these 20,000, 50% use PTCL internet. So we are going to find 50% of 20,000. So the answer is 3,000. So 3,000 people have PTCL internet connection. Find out. So the interest is that how many people have internet services other than PTCL. So we will simply subtract 3,000 out of 20,000. The answer is 17,000. So D is our answer. Question number 19. A clock strikes once at 1 o'clock, twice at 2 o'clock, thrice at 3 o'clock, and so on. How many times will it strike in 24 hours? So we have 24 hours, but there are 12 numbers on a clock. So maximum it can strike 12 times at 12 o'clock. So we can simply add the numbers, like at 1 o'clock it will strike once, then at 2 o'clock 2 times, 3 times, then 4, 5, so on. Till 12 o'clock, the clock will strike 78 times in total. But as we are interested in 24 hours, so we will simply double the amount. So 78 twos are 156. So in 24 hours, the clock will strike 156 times. Question number 20. If 30% of all women are voters and 40% of the population are women, what percent of the population are women voters? So we do not know the whole population, so we will suppose that it's X. So 42% of X are women. If 30% of all women are voters, so 30% of 42% of X we are going to calculate. So I have written the calculation as well. That is equal to 12.60%. So C is our answer over here. Question number 21. Can you find the chosen number from the square using the clues below? So clue number 1 is the number is odd. So we are going to cut all our even numbers. Obviously, we know that the numbers which come in the table of 2. So our column number 2, 4 and 6 are gone. Now, the second clue is it is a multiple of 3. So we can cut all the numbers which do not come in the table of 3, like 1, 7, 13, 19, 25, and 31. Column number 1 is gone. And all the numbers in column number 5 are not multiples of 3. So that's why we can cut it as well. Now, the clue number 3 is it is smaller than 7 fours are. So 7 fours are 28. So we will cut 15, 3, and 9. Its tens digit is even. So we can see that 21 and 27 have tens digit even. So we will cut 33 here because it has an odd number at tens place. Clue number 5, it is the greater of the two possibilities. So which number is greater out of 21 or 27? It's 27. So D is our answer. So question number 22, I will solve this question directly because it's a long question and the procedure is long as well. So a little monkey had 60 peaches in total. On the first day, he decided to keep 3 by 4 of his peaches. So we are going to calculate 3 by 4 of 60. That is equal to 45. So here, 4 ones are 4 and 4 15s are 60. And 15 threes are 45. So the same procedure you have to apply to solve all the fractions of amounts. Okay, then he ate 1. So 44 are left. On the second day, he decided to keep 7 by 11 of his peaches. So he kept 7 by 11 of 44. 11 fours are 44 and 4 sevens are 28. He gave the rest away. Then he ate 1. After eating 1, 27 are left. On the third day, he decided to keep 5 by 9 of his peaches. So we will calculate 5 by 9 of 27. 9 threes are 27 and 5 threes are 15. Then he gave away the rest. Then he ate 1. After eating 1, 14 are left. On the fourth day, he decided to keep 2 by 7 of his peaches. So 2 by 7 of 14 is equal to 4. Then he gave away the rest. Then he ate 1. After eating 1, 3 are left. On the fifth day, he decided to keep 2 by 3 of 3. So 3 ones are 3 and 1 twos are 2. He gave the rest away. Then he ate 1. After eating 1, only 1 is left. How many did he has left at the end? So answer is option A, only 1 peach was left. Question 23, my age this year is multiple of 8. Next year it will be multiple of 7. How old I am? So you may read the table of 8 over here. So 8 6 are 48, which is a multiple of 8. And if we add 1 into it for the next year, it will be 49. And 49 is multiple of 7. So it means my current age is option C, 48. Question number 24. Anna put some 5 rupee coins on the table. One half of them were tails up. Anna turned over 2 of the coins and then 1/3 of them were tails up. How many coins did Anna put on the table? So we know that there are always 2 sides of the coin, heads or tails. So we do not know the number of coins. So we will write X coins were kept on the table. Half of them were tails up. It means rest of the half was heads up. After flipping 2 coins, 1 by 3 were tailed up. So we are going to find our answer by checking all our options. Let's suppose there are 8 coins on the table. 4 of them will be heads up and 4 will be tails up. After flipping 2 tails up coins, the count for the heads will be 6 and 2 good coins will be tails up. We are interested in knowing the coins which were tails up, so we will find the fraction for that. So 2 out of total, that is equal to 2 by 8, which is equal to 1 by 4. So it's incorrect. We need 1/3, 1 by 3 as an answer. Let's check our option B, which is 10. If 10 coins were kept on the table, so 5 were heads up, 5 were tails up. After flipping the 2 tails up, the count for the heads up coins was 7 and 3 tails up coins were there. So the fraction for tails up coins was 3 by 10, which is again wrong. Let's check our option C, which is 12. So 6 coins heads up, 6 tails up. After flipping 2 coins, there are 8 coins which were heads up and 4 tails up. So the fraction for that is 4 by 12, which is equal to 1 by 3. So option C is our answer. Read the text below and answer the following questions 25 and 26. Andrew decorated 20 biscuits to take to a party. He lined them up and put icing on every second biscuit. Then he put a cherry on every third biscuit. Then he put a chocolate button on every fourth biscuit. So there was nothing on the first biscuit. Question number 25. How many biscuits had no decoration? According to the instructions, he has lined the 20 biscuit and put icing on every second biscuit. So we may write these numbers over here, which are multiples of 2 till 20. So it means he has put icing on second, fourth, sixth, eighth biscuit and onwards. Then he put a cherry on every third biscuit. So we will write multiples of 3 till 20. 20 doesn't come, so 18 is our last number. Then he put a chocolate button on every fourth biscuit. So multiples of 4 till 20. So there was nothing on the first biscuit. How many biscuits had no decoration? So let's see. I can't see 1 over here. 2, 3, 4, 5 is not present. 6 is there, but 7 is not there. So these are the numbers which have no decoration. You can clearly see these are the prime numbers. So let's count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So C is our answer. 7 biscuits didn't get any decoration. Question number 26. Which biscuit got all 3 decorations? And so instead of going back and finding out the biscuit with the 3 decorations, we can write LCM of 2, 3, and 4, which is 12. It means the 12th biscuit got all 3 decorations. So D is our answer here. Question number 27. What is the weight of a ball plus cone minus can? So first of all, we are going to find the values of the given objects and then we will make an equation and solve it. So you can see 3 different scales in front of you. So we will use these scales to make 3 equations. So let's make our equation number 1. It is ball plus cone is equal to 100 and this arrow is on 7th bar, so 170 kgs. Second equation is ball plus cone plus can is equal to 320 kgs. The third equation is 2b plus cone plus can is equal to 420 kgs. Now we will use these 3 equations to find out the values of the given objects. So here I'm going to use equation number 2 and 1 to find out the value of can. We are going to subtract the given equations. So b will be cancelled with b, because one b is in plus and the second one is in negative. C will be also cancelled. And 320 kgs minus 170 is equal to 150 kilograms, which is the value of can. Now we will use our third equation to find out the value of ball. We are going to expand 2b into b plus b. The reason is that we have the value of b plus c over here in the form of equation number 1. So we will just put the value of b plus c and the value of can into the equation and solve it. So after solving, the value of the B is 100 kgs. Now the last object is left, that is cone. To find out the value of that, we will use our equation number 1 and put the value of ball, that is 100 kg, into the equation and solve it. After solving it, we get 70 kg as the value of cone. Now we are going to make an equation using the given statement. Ball plus cone minus can is equal to what? So we will put all our values which we have calculated to find out the answer. So it's 20 kg, so B is our answer. Question number 28. Susan made a number pattern 1, 5, 13, 29 and so on. She started the number pattern using the rule. Multiply the previous number by 2 and then add 3 to the result to get the next number. What is the 8th number in her pattern? So number pattern of the Susan is already given, that is 1, 5, 13 and 29. So according to rule, we have to multiply the last number by 2 and add 3 into it. So multiply 29 by 2 plus 3 into it, the answer will be 61. So now we are going to do this, apply the same rule on 61 to get the next number. Multiply it by 2 and plus 3 into it, it's 125. Similarly, we will find our next two terms, next two numbers. So when we write all our numbers in a sequence, 509 is the eighth number of the pattern. So C is our answer here. Question number 29. A train can travel 50% faster than a car. Both start from point A at the same time and reach point B, 75 kilometers away from A at the same time on the way. However, the train lost about 12.5 minutes while stopping at the stations. The speed of the car is. So here, if we say that speed of the car is 1x, then the speed of the train will be equal to 1.5x because it's 50% faster than car, which can be written as 3 by 2 in fractions. Now we have to calculate the time taken by the car and train. The formula of the time is distance by speed. So to calculate the time taken by the car, we will write distance divided by speed of the car, which is equal to 75, which is given over here, 75 by x, because speed of the car was x. Now, the time taken by the train is equal to distance divided by speed of the train. Distance is 75 and speed of the train is 3 by 2 x. So we are going to solve time taken by the train. I have done the calculations over here. You know, when a fraction is given in the denominator, so the denominator of that particular fraction is multiplied by the numerator of the first fraction, and then when we solve it, the answer is 50 by x. So we will use 50 by x for the time for the train. Now they have told us the difference between the time of the car and train is 12.5 minutes. So we are going to write it in the form of equation. In the next step, we are going to remove this decimal, and that's for that purpose we will write 10 in the denominator, and we are going to change the minutes into hours because the requirement is in hours. So we will divide it on 60. So when we will solve this, it will be 125 divided by 600. When you will simplify this fraction, you'll get 5 by 24, and 75 minus 50 is equal to 25. So on our left hand side we got 25 by x, and on the right side we got 5 by 24. After that we will cross multiply it. So this is our next equation, and when we will solve it, we will get 600 by 5. After dividing it, the answer will be 120 kilometers per hour, which is the speed of the car, and that is our option C. Question number 30. A group of 8 children in class 6 were measuring water using measuring cylinders. They colored the water to make reading the scales easier. They lined up the cylinders in two neat rows, each labeled with the child's name and the amount they had measured out. Then Harry opened the window and the wind blew most of the labels onto the floor. Oh, Harry, they all wailed. Can you relabel the cylinders for them? Ahmed had measured out just 1,000 milliliters, and Belinda twice as much as Ahmed. Grace had measured out 3/4 of the amount that Belinda had done, and Freddie had half the amount that Ahmed had measured out. Which one is Freddie's cylinder? Start reading the instructions. Ahmed had made 1000 ml and Belinda has done twice as Ahmed. So Belinda's amount is 2000 ml. Grace has measured out 3/4 of the amount that Belinda had done. So 3 by 4 of 2000 is equal to 1500 ml. And Freddie had half the amount that Ahmed had. So half of 1000 is equal to 500 ml. So Freddie's amount is 500 ml. Now we have to see that which cylinder is representing 500 ml. The first cylinder filled in yellow color is Freddie's cylinder for sure. So option A, cylinder with yellow colored water, is our answer. I hope you like my video, so don't forget to like and comment on it and subscribe my channel. So see you next time.